Good afternoon, I'm Jennifer Moore, and my project is the automated retractable oven rack. Now, so what is it? It's an oven rack that when you press a button on the digital screen, it comes out to you. So all the people who love to cook, bakers and chefs who love to use an oven, they don't have to worry about the negative things that come, the negative that discourage the downgrades that comes with an oven. As you can see the young lady on the screen here, back in the old days when you have to pull out the oven rack may fall depending on how heavy your dish is. It may fall onto the oven door and slide off into the floor and your whole dinner is ruined. So you don't have to worry about getting burned, checking your food. Let's say for the bakers who want to check their cakes or muffins or something, you put the little toothpick in, you may burn your hand taking it out on another rack in the oven. You don't have to worry about being exposed to extreme heat, like when you open the oven and stick your face in there and it just comes out at you, you're like, oh man, or the glasses fog up or something. And you don't have to worry about, like I said earlier, your food falling on the floor, your rack falling off the track because of it being too heavy or your hands not being strong enough to support it. What does it do? Well, what my automatic oven rack does is that you have a motor located in the back. You have on your digital display a button that you can push. When you open your oven door, you push the button and it automatically slowly is controlled by the motor, extends out to you, so therefore you can check your food, and you press the button again and it retracts back into the oven. Excuse me. As you can see right here, I don't really have a drawn out diagram of it because it's already in the oven. I'm using an already made oven to put my design in. So right here, it will slowly come out on ball bearings on the tracks will control and support the weight of your dish, and it controls the velocity that comes out, the way the rack comes out. Competition. Well, there really isn't any competition that I could research or find. The closest that I have is Electrolux has a retractable rack, but you have to glide it out. You have to manually pull it out and push it back in yourself. And there's also a motor-driven rack that someone else out there has a patent on. I don't know if they're actively pursuing it, but their design activates the motor which drives the oven rack out to you as soon as you open the door. Now if you have something else in your oven that's higher than your automatic oven rack or lower in your oven, you don't want that rack coming out hitting you in your face all the time. You want to be able to select it to come out and retract when you want to. What brings in customers? Research. What type of motor I choose, what type of rack that I choose, the design, what it's made out of, how it's made, how it's supported, how much weight it can support, a prototype that I can show and demonstrate to my customers. Customer service, I'm there is able to back up what I put out on the market and support it in a warranty. If my parts go bad, I can replace them and it'll be very low cost to the customer. It's nice to cook with friends. So as I was saying earlier, it's nice to cook with friends. My target customers would be Electrolux, GE, anybody who makes an oven. I'm not going to reinvent the oven. I just want to sell my designs to the manufacturers, incorporate with them and retrofitting their ovens to incorporate my design. And therefore, there will be very little cost to me because they would supply the parts and the motors or whatever I designed. They would put forth the money for it and back it up. And therefore, with the customers, the end customers, you and I, will have confidence in the oven. They already know the name out there, and they'll be more comfortable with purchasing that oven as a great feature that they can't live without. And therefore, I will get paid up front, and then the customer won't have that much more incorporated into their already cost oven. 45 seconds. And the ultimate goal is that for everyone, like bakers and chefs and everyone, to cook easier and have cooking style and be safe when they cook. They don't have to worry so much about getting burned anymore or their food flopping when they pull it out the oven because it's been disrupted. And they're cooking with the oven that they already know that's out there on the market and that they're comfortable